I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
All right, welcome back to another Crypto Bros
And a Holly Girl.
podcast.
Better.
All right, yeah.
Good
Woo,
job.
we got it.
So excited for our guest today,
Yes.
Gotti. Let's give him a round of applause.
Yeah, Gotti, thank you for joining us.
Yay.
But Josh, yeah.
Well, we'll start off a little bit with some crypto talk. Just for those of you that have just started tuning in over the last few weeks, it's not always about the BSC chain. I did want to talk about the Kronos chain here for just a second. For those of you that pay attention to that, their Cross swap is coming out. It was supposed to launch tonight, but it's actually not going to come out until Sunday. And the big reason why is because now it's going to be multi-chain, which is going to be a pretty big deal. So they promise that this is going to reduce fees, transaction times, and that it's also going to create staking and farming down the road for the tokens that are on that Kronos chain. So keep an eye out for that.
Delays are good.
Yeah, you know what? Delays can be good. You know, sometimes when things get rushed, things go bad.
Yep.
So, but that's something we want to talk about. The big news is MetaMerse is live on the SafeMoon swap. So congratulations to that team. We've been keeping up with them. We're rooting for them. We wish them all the best, and go check them out. And there was a SafeMoon wallet update that came out, and I always kind of judged the reaction of Twitter a little bit, and people didn't seem to be as stoked about it as I was because they added avalanche, and I thought, okay, we're one step closer to what the end goal is here. So I think people need to get more pumped up about that. At least that would be my my thought process behind it, because that's a big deal, you know. And now you can go and you can change for BSC, ethereum, avalanche. That's we're headed in the direction they told us that we were in.
Holy got it. Yeah.
You said it wrong.
Oh, I said it wrong, didn't I? Oh, okay, my
Blooper.
bad.
No, that's all right.
There's at
We all
least
knew
one,
what
there's
you
got to
meant.
be at least one blooper in every one of them. So, but speaking of SafeMoon, I did want to give our girl Holly a shout out, as she was mentioned on the lowdown again. So congratulations, Holly, on that.
Yay.
For those of you out there that don't think that positivity. But for those of you that don't think that positivity gets noticed, it absolutely does. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, but the positivity means so much more. And so it's really cool that a company like SafeMoon would actually highlight that, and other members in the community too. So kudos to you, Holly, but also kudos to SafeMoon for doing that. But also this week we saw a bunch of people from a lot of different tokens somewhere in Utah. I don't know what they were in Utah. You guys wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Nothing?
No.
Oh, no.
Me.
Okay. Well, I just sometimes I'm not sure. I feel like I see things, and maybe I was just dreaming.
He does
I don't
see
know,
things.
Okay, so Gotti, at this point, I want to kind of give you the floor to talk to you about your project, about you, anything that you want to talk about, and then we've got a couple questions for you. But if you'd like to introduce yourself, that would be awesome. So the floor is yours.
Yeah.
Sure. First off, thank you for having me. Holly, thank you for the invite. It was funny because, I had seen that Holly joined your team, and she DM'd me and she goes, "Hey," and then I don't know if I was hoping that I was going to get the invite, but I said, what did I say, Hall? I said,
I already know what you're going to ask me.
yes, I did. I did. That's exactly what I said. And we spoke about it, and I said, absolutely, of course. I hadn't heard too much about the Crypto Bros, but your guys' introduction into the SafeMoon community, or just the crypto community period. I love your guys' show. So thank you for having me, and thank you for the invite.
Thanks for the kind words. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So just a little bit about me. My name is Roland. I live out in Southern California, and You know, I've worked in the real estate tech industry for the last 6, 7 years. But you know, crypto obviously brought me into the SafeMoon army. Um, SafeMoon was not the first crypto that I've acquired. But you know, it was one of the first communities that I did you know, join. And you know, back in March, when I joined Twitter for the first time ever in my life, after 30, maybe after 40 years. Um, you know, the community engagement and the education in crypto in general was something that I was seeking, and I found it in that community. So, shout out to
Awesome.
SafeMoon. Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to the
yeah.
SafeMoon Army. And yeah,
So did you say you joined Twitter in March
um,
for
April,
crypto, anyways?
yes,
Crypto
or
Twitter, that's what we call it because we
yeah,
all had Twitter accounts
Yeah.
forever and we never used them. And then when we got back into crypto, but that makes me feel really good because our Twitter account's only been active since about March, and a lot of people I think sometimes look at that and go, "Well, who are these guys?" But
sure,
just like your story, we've been around for a long time. We just finally got out there and kind of put ourselves out there. So that makes me feel better about us a little bit. So thanks for
yeah,
that.
yeah, no
Um,
problem.
Tell me, how did you get started with MProtocol?
Well, just as I've mentioned, you know, I've been in the SafeMoon Army since 2021,
Mm-hmm.
and I met people like Don and Holly and the rest of the army. You know, I previously worked for another project as a chief networking officer. You know, I built relationships. You know, I handled the collaborations, the events, and stuff like that. Um, and I parted ways on good terms because I felt that my job with that project was done. Right. So um, as soon as I made that um, public on Twitter, first off, my plan was not to work in DeFi for a while. I wanted to go back into the community, get settled back in, you know, and go down the rabbit holes and speculate and stuff like that. Things you can't really do when you're
Right.
part of a core team, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, um, as soon as I made that news public, you know, that I was basically a free agent. I had several projects reach out to me, um, and you know, I kind of left it as you know, I'm just gonna hang out for a while. But that same day, I had a call from Dreaming and Troy, and then that third call was Don Bailey, and they presented me the Mirror Protocol. And first off, when you get a call from Don, I mean, who says no, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so Don said, you know, um, I don't want you to give me an answer now. You know, and that weekend, I think I had the call with Don on Tuesday. That weekend, I was already scheduled to go down to an NFT event in Las Vegas. Well, that Thursday, Dreaming called me and said, "Hey, Don's meeting you in Vegas." And I'm like, I had never, you know, and just for full disclosure and to put context to it, I have never spoken to Don. I have never met Don, only on Twitter Spaces and maybe on a few tweets we've talked, but I've never spoke to Don. And I said, okay, well, if he's in Vegas, well, you know, makes my trip a little more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to say the least, I went to Vegas, didn't wasn't able to attend my NFT event because we hung out with Don and Holly and Troy and Dreaming um and that, you know, from there I mean I had to tell Don, like, if you know someone credible like you is asking me to do so, you know, to work with you on this new project, then you know the answer is yes.
Wow. Yeah. You know, you're right. We had Don on the podcast last week, and um, what an amazing human being. I mean, he's just down to earth, super intelligent, great sense of humor. One of the guys, you know, I mean, he doesn't put himself up on a pedestal, but if you pay attention, he is incredibly intelligent and has a great head on his shoulders. And I can only imagine what that opportunity would bring. I probably would blow off my NFT convention too if Don showed up and wanted to hang
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So I can't blame you there at all. But so one of the things that I've been seeing out there that I wanted to ask you about, and I'm not looking for a date, but I was pretty stoked when I saw that you were collecting questions from the community and that you were going to do an AMA. And of course, everybody wants to know when, and that's not my question for you, but what do you kind of hope comes out of that AMA?
Well, first off, when I took this offer to manage the Mirror Protocol, my first mission was to still be the community member that I am and I always will be, right? So again, full disclosure, a role like this does not ever put anybody on a higher pedestal. I will always be a member of the community, and that's where my heart will always be. So to answer your question is, I know a lot of the things that the space is missing in regard to projects or new projects, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my main focus is the community. What do they want? What questions do they want answered? It's always the LP, it's always the automation stuff. It's always, is this just another new token? Are you guys just bringing this in? What's the utility, this and that? So that AMA, I even tweeted out, I said, I want the hardest questions to be asked by the community. And the reason for that is because I'm not claiming to be the smartest guy in crypto, but what I do have is I do have one of the best dev teams out here in the space right now. And shout out to Chris and MetaBUSD.
Yeah, absolutely. Good leaders, I think, always surround themselves with people that are awesome at what they do. I feel like poor leaders in any industry will surround themselves with yes men or people that they're not that don't show any challenge to what they do, whether that's a fear of them taking over their position or not. So a lot of times when I do my research, that dev team is just as important as the person at the top. And I think it speaks volumes to your character that you just blatantly say, I am not better than anybody else. And I think it comes out too. I mean, since you've taken this position, we've been following you, and not in a weird stalking way, but we've been following you, and you are just another guy, but you're never going to be able to satisfy everyone. But I think you do a great job of giving the community maybe not always what they want, because that's not always good, but what they need, so that they can still have that confidence and that they can still know that when they're investing in something, they're investing in a good product and a good team. And so I commend you on that. I think you are balancing your role. And not that my opinion means anything. I'm just want you to know kind of what I was thinking. I think you balance your role with that and still being a good community member very, very well. And I think that's awesome.
Well, and I think people down the road, people go back and go, "Oh yeah, that was the right call."
Yeah.
When they start seeing a bigger pictures starting to form,
Yeah.
Like, that connected with this. I see what they did.
And when people start speculating on things, they don't always speculate correctly, and so then they get further and further from where it's actually going, and then we get more information. It brings it closer, And so, if people were true to themselves, I think a lot of times they would look in the mirror and be able to say, no pun intended, mirror. But they would look in the mirror and go, I kind of talked myself into that. That team never really said that. I don't know why I'm upset with them, But speaking of the Mirror Protocol, my question for you is, when I think about the name and the reflections in a mirror, and I've seen this on Twitter too, so it's not just my original idea. You look at like a mirror to a mirror reflects an infinite deal. I saw you, I believe it was an elevator this morning on Twitter, which was I'd already had this question, but I was like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It goes on forever.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that you can explain, but my brain looks at it as it goes on forever, but then it gets smaller as it goes on. And I don't know if that's just a rabbit trail we don't want to go down, or if there's something that you could tell us a little bit about what the Mirror Protocol is.
Yeah. First and foremost, when you look at the mirror, and just like you said, it gets smaller. The idea here is accumulation, right? Now, there's a part that I don't want to go down on why you should be able to accumulate. Or maybe, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but say for instance you have a specific credit or debit card that you can hold your mirror protocol on, and as you accumulate these, what's better than to not be able to have to spend the mirror protocol, but you can with the rewards that you get, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're spending those rewards, and I'll explain more on that, if you're able to spend those rewards, that's already a benefit, um, because for one, it doesn't affect anything, um, mirror protocol wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and what that means is, um, one thing that people don't realize is that the mirror protocol is actually a utility to the BBTF ecosystem. So one thing that we always look at when we are interested into a project is, what utilities does this project have? Well, the mirror protocol to BBTF is a utility first and foremost.
Hmm.
The mirror protocol is powered by the Blockbusters Inc. Tech Inc.
Mhm.
It will allow individuals to elect their primary reward and stake to participate in a peer-based staking ecosystem. Now,
Hmm.
here's the part where I was saving for your show, because I want the
Ooh.
community. I think I yeah.
So,
Ooh.
breaking news.
The goodies.
I think, again, it's important for me to share with the community, that there are going to be 7 protocols. Okay,
Okay.
each is a mirror blue chip. You'll have the mirror protocol ETH, the mirror protocol ADA, BTC, Link, BSC, XRP, and Polygon. The idea
Oh.
here, bros, is to make
Okay.
staking great again. Okay,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
makes
That's
staking great
that's
again.
awesome, man.
imagine imagine electing your favorite mirror blue chip as your primary. Let's say the mirror protocol Bitcoin.
Hmm.
And when you stake that, okay, not only do you get Binance pegged Bitcoin as your primary reward, but you will also get the other 6 blue chips.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Nice.
And full disclosure, just so that the community knows, as with any other token project, all of this has to happen with volume, right?
Yes.
So you're not going to be able to accumulate from magic. It always has to happen with
Right.
volume.
It's like,
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
That's sweet.
and yeah, and we don't stop there, bros. There are more exciting things to come with the Mirror Protocol. For example, each protocol will also reward in BBTF.
Oh, really?
nice.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome.
So it's
Nice.
just
Yeah.
cycling
That's-
or back around on itself over and over and over again. That
Mm.
that
Maybe
is
like
awesome.
like an infinite mirror, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe there was been some clues out there on
Hmm.
Twitter world for a while. You know, who knows? But
What's your blue chip?
Yeah.
that's pretty exciting because I'm invested in, and we don't really ever say for sure what we're invested in or say how big our bags are, but we are invested in tokens that reflect in like BUSD or reflect in themselves. I'll use SafeMoon as an example. I have a bag goal, and then my goal would be live off those reflections from that bag, but never sell below that goal. One, I believe that's the whole point. Okay, that's just my thoughts because you can get that money from those reflections, but you're also helping the ecosystem every time you sell some reflections because that does create more activity and more reflections for everybody else. But you're not sitting there going, I want my bag to equal $10 million, and when it hits $10 million, I'm taking the whole thing away. And that's why I think the way they do the reflections is good. And it sounds like you guys have figured out how maybe to take that to the next level, and
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm super excited about it.
Yeah.
So, anything else you wanted to share on that before we go any further? Because I don't want to cut you off there. Did you have anything else that you were wanting to say?
No, that in regard to the Mirror Protocol, that's as much as I'll give.
Okay.
That's
until
really
we
good.
until we do have that AMA. So yeah.
I'll be honest with you, that's more than I thought we might get. So I'm super stoked about that. I think the community will be too.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys plan on being listed on multiple exchanges, or is that something you can talk about?
So, first and foremost, the that information is out there, kind of.
Okay.
Um,
That's
we
why I asked a little bit.
yeah. Somebody found our website out in the wild, and they were, obviously the first thing a community member does when they find things like this, screenshot,
Oh,
screenshot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I may or may not have seen some of those.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. But yeah,
like
to
the
begin
secret
with,
things.
yeah, to begin with, we'll obviously be on the SafeMoon swap. Shout out to SafeMoon. Also, they've paved the way for a lot of these projects, including blockbusters, including the Mirror Protocol. So shout out to them. And we'll also be on PancakeSwap.
Okay,
Oh, the
sweet.
pancake.
You said shout out to SafeMoon, and I wanted to say something, and you would know this for fact or fiction for sure, but it seems like they've built a really tight knit community. Not getting into why everybody was in Utah this week, but how awesome was it that different projects are getting together and talking and hanging out? I imagine those conversations have to be bettering DeFi. We talk about unifying DeFi. SafeMoon has set this up to where it's not Mirror Protocol versus Metaverse, or against another person or whatever project that may be. Like, I imagine Mirror Protocol will get along great with Glow and Grove and all those other tokens. And I think that they deserve a lot of credit for the way they set that up, because speaking of PancakeSwap, I don't know how many hundreds of tokens are listed there, but they're not intertwined rooting for one another. They're all trying to get like the same dollars, and there's a big competitive market out there. But I think it's really cool that those tokens and the way SafeMoon has set that up, that you guys aren't, I mean, at a level you are competitors, but you are all together in the same journey. And I think it's pretty cool the way that's been set up.
I agree. I definitely agree.
So, two questions for you, and then if anybody else has anything they want to ask, we'll get into that. But I have two more left for you. So you've been through the process. Now, obviously, you haven't launched yet, and that's fine. But just like anything else in life, going through this process, is there anything that you would have changed, looking back on it? Like, I wish I would have done this a little different, or I think we nailed this, or anything like that you care to share?
There's definitely nothing that I would take back through this process. I think everything is falling into its place. But as we know, we are in DeFi. We are in technology.
Yep.
We don't know. We can't foresee anything that may happen, right?
Right.
But that's why, again, it is very, very important to first start off with a team that you can trust, a team that knows what they're doing, and you know, as much as I am a community member at heart, still, I myself wanted to launch Mirror Protocol a week ago, you
Yeah.
know, but
Oh, yeah.
we have to take into account um, the things that do happen in the space. So if there's unfortunate events or scenarios that happen to other projects, we have to say, hey, let's look back at our project and make sure 10 times that this will not happen to us, right? So at this point, bros, nothing that I want to take back. Moving forward, we're always going to check 10 times, 20 times. I mean, I'm constantly in the DMs with my team, like, hey guys, did we check these things out again? Like, and it's not, it's not that there's no trust. It's just that there's, we just have to be more vigilant, right?
Absolutely. We do the same thing here, even though it's not near as important as what you're doing. But I'll ask Greg, and he'll be like, yeah, I already told you that we did that. And then Caleb may ask me a question like, Caleb, we talked about this yesterday, but it's checks and balances, because we're all humans and we all mess up from time to time. Well, not Caleb, but the rest of us do. So,
Yeah.
all right. So I have one last question for you. And then, Holly, if you have anything for him, feel free to step in. Guys, if you do. So I'm really, really curious. How many calories can one burn bouncing an exercise ball back and forth with Blair in a gym. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, there is a meme out there with him, with his head cut and Blair's head cut, and they are bouncing a basketball back and forth. I think it was trying to prove the infinite amounts of the MProtocol.
Perpetual motion.
But man, you talk about being in the community, and I'm telling you, I think that when those sort of things start happening, you know people love you. You know, and I think that's real cool.
Absolutely. Those memes started out, you know, last year from SafeMoon Bandit and from S Baby, and I think that one that you're talking about was actually from Proof of Stake. But you know,
I think you're right.
Yeah, you know, they early on when these memes started with the Rogisha memes, you know, I had many DMs and people say, hey, are you okay with this? You know, and basically they were just checking to see if you know, how I felt about these memes. And bros, I'll tell you, you know, from the bottom of my heart that I appreciate these memes, because if someone is having a bad day and they log into Twitter and they see these memes and it makes them happy and it puts a smile on their face, like, I'll take one for the team for that, just for someone else's happiness. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, like, I wake up in the morning and I see these, it starts my day off better. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So as long as these memes are they have good intentions and respectful, like, I have no issues with them.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I think that just shows what you have been talking about this entire time, that you're still part of the community, and changing that hat doesn't change who you are, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
Anybody got any questions for Gotti before we move on?
No,
We're good to go. All right, then, Holly, I think it's you're up.
Actually, I want to tell a quick story about when Gotti and I first met. So, you know, I met Gotti for the first time in, gosh, I can't even remember when it was, but it was a SafeMoon meetup in Las Vegas. And we actually got the pleasure of meeting Troy and Dreaming and the bird guy. And, you know, just, I mean, a lot of people that day. And I knew that Gotti and I were going to be like as close as we are, because we were in the Bellagio and we had, you know, a couple of drinks. And Troy was making a video. Just a couple. No, but he was making a video and he was like, "Come on, Holly, let's go. You know, we're gonna go and meet Dreaming." And so we went over there, and so, you know, he was like, "This is Dreaming," and I cannot remember for the life of me what his name was, but he said, "I'm the bird guy on this video." And so Gotti made what he says is a bird noise. And Gotti, I don't know if you want to, you know, reenact your bird noise.
Probably not.
But it's different than mine. And so when he did that, you can hear me in the background just yell, "Caw, caw!" And Gotti just starts laughing, and we all just walk away because we're just laughing so hard. And at that moment, I knew for sure Gotti and I were going to be friends for life, because we have that same, you know, just that fun. Just, I don't know, we're just fun. We like to have fun, and not, you know, life is not that serious. And so ever since, I mean, where Gotti goes, I go, because I feel comfortable around him, and he's just an overall great person. So Gotti, thank you so much for not even hesitating to come on here. I think it was really awesome that you knew what I was going to ask.
I knew.
Yeah. So
I didn't just know. I was hoping.
Good, because I mean, honestly, right, you were one of the very, very first people I thought of to be on here to invite.
True story.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get Gotti. I was so excited about that. So thank you so much for being here.
Yes. Right on.
All right, Holly, well, we're going to let you take over with HOLLITIVITY.
Oh, HOLLITIVITY. And you know, it kind of goes hand in hand with Gotti being here today. because it's actually a tweet from the community moderator Blair. He tweeted out something the other day that I love. He said, my favorite quote I've ever came across: being different, doing different, becoming different are all difficult tasks, but those that attempt inspire. And then he put a quote from Tupac, actually, that says, I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I can guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And so I saw that. At first, there was actually little backstory. There was actually a different one that he put out that I was gonna use today. But then I saw this one the next day and I was like, oh man, that is the one. Because I just love people, and if we were all the same, life would be pretty dang boring. So I just, I love that we're all different. So just wanted to highlight Blair because he's funny. Him and Gotti have the coolest, funniest relationship. I got to see it in person when we went to Vegas this last time. Love them both. They just make me laugh. But Blair just has this, he's just fun to be around, and his energy is amazing. So he definitely deserves to be highlighted this week.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody more so than Blair's true personality comes out in Twitter Spaces, because when I first started getting into those and just sitting in the background and not talking and just listening, I kept thinking, who is that guy? And he would make me laugh just sitting there listening to some of the things he would say. And I was like, that guy and we could be buddies. Like he seems to be a really good guy. So I'm super stoked that he was the one that you picked this week to be highlighted. So, excuse me. So, Gotti, are you ready to answer a bunch of questions that Caleb and Holly have come up with?
Okay. Not a bunch, but
this is so much fun, Gotti. We get to know you on a personal, deeper level.
Kind of the whole point of the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we know what time it is.
It's time for Caleb's choice.
His choice.
His rules. All right,
Caleb. So what do you got?
Well, our first question for the day. Yesterday was the first day of fall. So what's your guys' favorite season? Mine is fall because I like the leaves, the cooler weather, bonfires, stuff like that. What's your favorite season?
My favorite seasons? Yeah, fall.
Is it fall? Okay.
Yeah.
I think if you live in Missouri, it has to be fall.
Has to be.
Spring's okay, but it's really rainy. It's got to be fall in Missouri.
Winter's good too.
Holly, do you even have seasons where you live?
Oh, we do. Yes, we do. Mine is spring. I love spring. We get the spring fever around here, just because it's almost like warming up, and we can go do the swimming and all that stuff again. So yes, mine is definitely spring.
But how cold is it there in the winter?
I mean, it freezes sometimes, not often, but no, like we have Flagstaff. So I grew up in Flagstaff, so we have all 4 seasons. It snows up there, and so when we were in high school, when I was in high school, we would start to get spring fever because we would start no ditching advice, but we would ditch class and go down to the creek. And it was around spring, in the springtime when that would start. So, yes.
Flagstaff, I've been there once. That's a real pretty place.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful. It's so pretty.
Gotti, what about you?
My favorite season is the drop season.
You know what? I gotta give you one of these. All right. So, what's the next question you got for us, Caleb?
Our second question is, what is your favorite movie villain?
Villain?
Villain.
Josh is probably going to be good.
You're going to have to go first so we have a chance to think.
All right, I'll say the Joker off the Batman.
Ooh. That's a good one.
He's got to be my favorite. The Keith Ledger one is the best.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Any of you two have an answer while Greg and I think?
Mine's not actually a movie.
Okay.
But I use it quite on Twitter, and it's Mr. Burns with the muahahahaha.
Yes, that makes complete sense to you.
Yeah.
I guess
That's
mine
Yeah,
would,
I don't know if I have one.
I guess mine would be Thanos because he killed half the world, so or half the universe. So
He's
Thanos.
He's a little morbid.
well, that's pretty bad, right?
Hey, you know, power of the snap. You took mine.
I knew he did.
I know. I thought I might have.
I knew yours would be the Joker.
Holly?
Me?
No, I mean like no. I mean, how about you go?
Wow.
I was like, I'm not a villain. Right? I don't know if I have one. Seriously, I'm trying to think, and I really like the Joker one, especially in The Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
He was really good in that one. That was Heath Ledger, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
No,
No, you got to come up with your
I'm
own
not
one. I tried to
scared of
help.
clowns. I would say the Riddler. All right, since you took Joker,
Okay.
I'll say the Riddler.
Okay.
He's always mysterious. All right.
All right. The last one for me is: what was your first job? Growing up, or it could be a kid or an adult. But I was gonna say I was a grocery store bagger. Made $3 an hour.
Yeah. That buys a lot of SafeMoon.
Yeah.
That's a long
Yeah.
time ago.
What was your first job, Josh?
My first job that actually they took taxes out of the paycheck was a stockman at Walmart.
Walmart.
Whenever I turned 16 and could drive, I went to Walmart and made $5.05 an hour, I think, something like that. And I'll never forget, they gave me a raise, and I was super stoked, and it was a nickel an hour. And I was like, yeah. And then I got that paycheck, and I was like, I thought I got a raise. And they're like, you did. Well, a nickel times 40 doesn't add up to very much. So,
Taxes. And
yeah. But that was my first job.
Wow, you guys make me feel old, or make me feel young.
Mm-hmm.
You are young.
I am. All right. My first job was I worked part of the green team in high school at a glass factory, just weed eating, painting, whatever. I made $11 an hour.
Wow, rich.
And we did a lot of hiding in the ditches. So sleeping in racks and yeah.
So you
For
earned
$11
your
an
money.
hour.
That's what you're saying?
What's that?
You earned it? You earned your
I
money?
earned it. I
Yeah.
earned it. But all right.
All right, which one of you wants to go first?
Go ahead, Hall.
I was a snow cone girl. I made snow cones. That was my first job when I was 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked in a little snow cone shack. I think I made like $2.50 an hour.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like snow cones.
We're all so rich.
Yeah.
All right, got to hear up.
I think my very first job, I was 17 in high school still, and I was working with a few of my friends, cold calling and selling windshields, I think it was.
All right.
And I actually didn't get a paycheck because I quit.
Oh my gosh, Gotti.
I'm out of here.
We need somebody that is in the metaverse creating different things to create a snow cone station with Holly serving snow cones.
There you go.
That's what we need. We need that. I need that in my life.
Yeah, you've been playing a lot of video games, haven't you?
I guess I do have one more question.
Uh-oh.
Oh, is this
These spur of the moment
Yeah.
questions
What?
are the ones that scare me, man.
Oh no.
Are you guys team Crocs or no Crocs?
No Crocs. None. No Crocs.
Okay.
Wow.
That's what I figured.
I have a Team Crocker over here. Sitting across the table from me. Jared is
Yeah,
Team Croc.
yeah.
Well,
King
I'm
Croc.
rooting for Jared because I was totally against Crocs. And then my daughters finally bought me a pair, and they sat in my closet for like 6 months. And one day I needed to slip something on to go check the mail, and I put them on, and I was like, these are the most comfortable things
I
I've
have a
ever had on
question.
my feet.
Magic.
I have a question for people who wear Crocs. Why is it that a Croc owner never says, "Oh yeah, I went out to go buy a pair of Crocs for myself"? It's always an excuse like, "Oh yeah, you know, someone bought this for me, and I put it on, and it felt good."
Yeah.
Me personally,
you know what? You're right.
yeah.
There's
You'll
no
never hear-
accountability. There's no accountability in the Croc world.
No, because I think most sane people would not buy them for themselves.
Yeah, I didn't buy mine either.
No, my daughter gave me mine.
So I take it that means, Gotti, you are a non-croc person.
No Crocs for me. So.
Okay.
All right. Holly, do you have a question for us?
Oh my gosh, you guys, I got a good one.
Oh,
So
We're about
scary.
to get real personal on this one.
I like it.
What?
Uh-oh.
You know it's good once you can't stop laughing.
Yes.
What do you think about when you're on the toilet?
Oh, wow. I like it. That's rough, though.
What? What?
I like the hard ones.
Huh.
Gotti?
I mean, there's only. I mean, first off, if you're on the toilet, there's only one thing that you're thinking about is handling business off the toilet.
Yeah. You can do it.
So
That's
Gotti's focused.
Gotti is focused.
All right, yeah.
The most politically correct answer that's probably going to happen on this question. But I don't know, Greg. Go ahead.
Me?
Yeah, be honest.
I don't know. Gosh. That's a hard one, Holly.
That's a hard one.
So someone
It's
has to
all over
have
the place.
someone has to have their thoughts on how's my crypto charts doing? Come on, you know that's
there you go.
Okay, I was gonna say all over the place. It could be have my CoinMarketCap app, my portfolio, and scrolling through all the coins. Yeah,
Check
Yeah.
the Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, it has to
A
do
new video
something with
game
my
coming
phone,
out.
whatever it may be. If it's Sunday, it may be checking fantasy football stats. If it's, a good day, I'll be checking the charts every 5 seconds. If it's a bad day, probably not looking at them. But it's got to do something with my phone. It depends on the day.
Or maybe the most common would be like, what did my wife need me to do today? What was that again? Should I call her and ask?
Shauna's going to kill you. Oh, wait, she doesn't
Yeah,
watch either,
I think
does
of
she?
you when I'm on the John.
Well,
Caleb.
Holly, yeah, you haven't answered either yet, have you?
Probably just playing a game on the phone.
Okay.
That's not really thinking.
Which
I mean, I'm a
game?
guy that likes to get in there and get out. I'm not
Puzzle games.
I'm not planning on hanging out.
Puzzle games.
Puzzle games. Which one?
I don't know the name of it.
Are you
It's
good
like
at
a
it?
Tetris.
Just
like
whatever's recommended.
Oh, okay. Holly, what's your answer?
Oh, I am like get in, get out type of person. Handle my business and get out. I don't take my phone in the bathroom. It's gross to me. And I don't. And so, I mean, what am I going to do in there? So it's get in, get out.
See, I feel like she set us up. Like she's
That was
like,
set up.
here's
It
this
was
question.
set up.
Oh, I don't do that.
Gotti and Holly are focused, and here we are playing on our phones.
Yeah.
All
We've
right.
been doing it wrong.
Okay,
We're
so
learning.
I don't
So
know
after that
if
question,
we
you know
want to move forward, but we really have to. And so it's time for the taste test.
Wait, can we
Oh, uh-oh.
acknowledge the helmets on the table?
I wondered how long it was going to take you to see it.
I saw my lovely Rams, and then I looked over and saw, the Chiefs.
Oh.
I was
Well, we were
drawn to
just
the
going to
Rams
put the
helmet.
Chiefs. But then we thought, we got to
So
do
the
Rams
table
now.
is now bigger.
Yes, I love them.
We needed more decorations. It's football season, and we let's get a Chiefs helmet. And
I love it. Yes.
I won't name names, but somebody said, well, we probably ought to get a Rams helmet too. And so we did.
Oh, you won't give credit when credit's due, huh?
I don't remember who said it, to be honest with you.
I think I said it.
Oh, Greg. Greg's really trying to take credit.
Thank you, Greg.
I did. They used to be in Missouri.
Yeah, but we used to hate them because they're on the wrong side of Missouri.
Gotti, are you a Chargers fan?
I'm not a Chargers fan. Actually.
What are you?
I don't want to disclose that on this great AMA that we're having here.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow. What if it was
You
one
might
of the
see me in the
questions?
wild with you know what? Actually, I own a few jerseys, different jerseys. But yeah, I don't have specific. I mean, I'm from Portland, Oregon. We don't have a football team.
No.
so it's the Raiders, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
all right.
Hey,
It's
Derek
the colors.
Carter's back there.
Well, they're mortal enemies to the Chiefs, so I figured you didn't want to say it. That's why.
Those were the best games to go to.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it's taste test time.
Test time.
So we also have two special guests that are going to join us.
Let's
One
welcome.
of which is his birthday today. So get over here. Come on, Jared. you guys are doing it too. So, yeah, you
Yes.
ready, Gotti? You got your beans?
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, unfortunately. Do you guys all have a drink?
Oh, I don't have a drink.
You may
Oh, you
need-
don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
do.
you
You may
drink.
need one.
You'll be good.
Just trust us. Go with it.
Is this your good side?
Yeah, it's my good side right here.
All right. Can you see us all? Wait.
You're gonna have to get tight.
Yeah.
Gotti's getting prepared.
Snuggle.
Oh, we gotta come close.
Yeah,
All right,
snuggle.
There you
I'm
go.
leaning in.
There we go.
Everybody go. Hello.
All right. So who's going
All
first?
right.
Hold on, there's a piece of hair in
So my hair's in the beans. I'm thinking that since it's his birthday, this guy right here
All right.
Yeah.
gets to go first. So spin that wheel. See, and now
My
nobody
heart
can say
beating like fast right now.
I'm replacing beans.
All right, so flick, it's spinning. Oh god, what we got? Oh,
No, it's in the middle. You
wait,
can
wait,
spin.
time out.
No,
It's between
that-
berry blue and strawberry banana smoothie.
Ooh.
Ooh, you
No,
don't want
yeah,
that.
Yeah, he's got to hit it again.
Wait, no, but look, his favorite. It's,
No, it's
Stubborn,
not.
man.
But
Simply
no,
spin
spin
it.
this shit again. Spin it again.
all right, we're gonna do
He's
this
trying
again.
to cheat and get
Whoa.
toothpaste.
Berry blue. We talking about that yesterday. All right, let's go. What's that?
All right, that's either stinky socks
Oh!
or tutti frutti. So now
Oh, that's a new
I got
one.
wait. So,
I did
so
that
which
one, but I
one?
got
so
Tutti
one of
Frutti.
these,
They both look the same.
one of these pink beans. So good luck.
Wow. Okay.
One
Okay.
of them is not like the others.
Come on, move along. We got a lot of people.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
You can do this.
Good luck.
It could be
Stinky
stinky
socks
socks.
or tutti frutti. Go.
how does socks taste like, bro?
Tutti frutti.
Okay,
Yo,
it's your
we doing two
birthday.
rounds? We doing two
Happy
rounds?
birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Well, Holly,
All right,
you might as
so-
well go next.
Okay, I'll go.
We'll just knock out your screen.
Dirty. Oh my gosh, I got dirty dishwasher again. Or dishwater.
Do a different one. Do a different one.
Get that
Okay, correct that.
raw fish or
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I want to
you
see
need
you
the
eat
raw
raw
fish.
fish. Or
Twice
Yes.
in a row. Like
All right,
it is
wait.
dead on.
Let me
dead
do it for
fish.
you.
Okay.
Oh, there you
Alright.
go.
Here we go.
Can we
I'm doing all
just-
the flicking.
maybe we could just pick Holly's.
No.
Is there a frog leg choice?
there's a
Not-
fish.
Stay
Not yet.
tuned.
All right. Oh!
Fish.
Oh my gosh, it stinks.
Good one.
Oh,
Oh, that's a new one.
yeah, we haven't done that one yet. Good luck.
That one.
Oh yeah,
Holy
let us
crap.
know.
I'm telling you, I'm only doing round one. If I get stink bug, I'm done.
Oh, that's not the rules.
That's
You
not the
made the
rules.
rules last week.
Oh.
This is it, right? Yeah. Holy crap!
She's ready to chase it down.
Oh my gosh! I can't, it tastes like, I can't even tell you what it tastes like.
Oh, that's awesome.
Glorious.
Hey, for everyone out there, this whole game was Holly's idea.
Mhm.
Okay, just for the record.
There you go.
That's really bad. Like, I have tears. That
Oh.
was really bad.
Man,
It
I'm
was as
curious.
bad as we would think. Like, imagine stink bugs.
No, it's not. I can't even, I don't know. It
I don't
doesn't.
even want to
Give
smell
it one more
can't even-
taste just to verify it.
No.
Let's make sure it's really horrible.
Was it really bad?
All right, next up.
That look on her face.
All right, no, Jared, for
Yeah,
Jared.
spin me.
All right, here's Jared.
All right,
Good luck, Jared.
Oh, wait.
I feel like you can, like, smell my breath.
All right.
He got dirty dishwater.
dirty dishwater.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Or birthday cake.
yeah. Good
All
luck
right,
on that
that's-
because the dirty
that-
dishwater is not good.
It lasts 3 hours.
Yeah, I was tasting it at
You
dinner.
can't get rid of it for 3 hours.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's right.
You can't tell.
Oh!
Oh.
This is
Lucky.
not fair. All
So I'll
right,
go
Gotti.
first. Our next.
It's-
Sure.
Oh, you
Gotti.
bros want to go, or do we want to get Gotti?
You
Let's
wanna
get
go
Gotti.
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
Gotti. That's what everybody
Why does it
wants
have-
to see.
Why,
Yes.
why does it have to be let's get Gotti? Why
I
can't-
mean, let's let him try a bead.
I was just following Holly's lead.
All right, guys. And,
I'm really confused about that one.
What it takes like.
this thing won't-
Are we
Okay.
spinning for Gotti?
No, Gotti's spinning.
Gotti has one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right here. It's buttered popcorn or rotten egg.
Oh. Hopefully it's
Oh.
popcorn. Hopefully it's popcorn.
You know what, man? I actually am rooting for you to get popcorn here because the rotten egg one.
All right.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
Oh, hear it.
It's definitely rotten egg. Wow, these tastes really are what they say they are.
Yeah, they're potent.
Yeah, it's
They are bad.
exactly what.
Like really concerned. Like
Posters are falling off the wall now because of the.
Oh yeah, that was.
All right, I'll go.
Yeah, it really tastes like you think.
Ooh. Strawberry banana or dead fish?
You said ooh like that. When you're excited.
No, I'm not
about
excited about that. Ooh. Do you think it's that one?
I feel. I don't think
Or
I
is that
cheated on
peach?
this
That's
one.
Wait, yeah.
It's like,
It's this guy, right there.
Is it?
That's the one.
Good luck.
All right, here we go. Better not be dead fish.
You can't.
Nope. Strawberry banana.
Oh, you got so lucky.
Hallelujah.
So lucky.
it's not fair.
Look it for me.
Well,
I trust you. We'll see. Oh, that's right in the middle. You can't do that. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks?
did you already do that one? Or?
No.
Okay, so that's like red, white, and blue.
I already ate one of the Tutti Fruities out of this box.
Yep.
Is it that guy?
Yep.
All right.
Did you eat socks?
Tutti Frutti.
Ah,
Man.
You guys
You
took
can
out
spit
all
it.
your bad beans. I know it.
how could we tell?
You didn't tell me that. I'm sorry. No.
Yeah, well, you weren't
Bit
supposed to
into
tweet
just a
that.
little
Stink
bit.
bug.
What color is
Stink
it?
bug.
Oh,
Just
Oh.
please get stink bug season.
This one.
Holly, I thought we were friends.
I'm sorry. I just want you to be. You have to eat it all
Yeah.
too, because I did.
You spit it out though. I'll eat the whole
I
thing.
did. Okay.
Oh. Are you sure about that?
Thank you.
You can spit it in the Rams help. I'm just joking.
Oh.
That's
No, Greg.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
oh, that's so bad.
No, did you eat it?
You gotta eat
I
it.
said I would. I'm eating it.
Yeah, get some Mountain Dew.
Yeah, next.
So is there gonna be a
Whoever
round
else
two?
wants to go? Because
Yep.
holy cow.
There.
For real?
Yes,
What? There's
round
2
one.
rounds.
Oh, wow.
It's 2 rounds.
Oh,
I feel like I should spin.
that's gonna be with me all day.
Well, good.
That's horrible.
Wow.
I need some more water.
We'll be here to support you through it.
Okay.
It does make your eyes water.
He got rotten egg.
No.
Yep.
Happy birthday
Yeah, happy
The
birthday.
yellow one.
Bad.
I'm already like.
to the ground.
Ron
Get
egg
it
is
done.
bad.
So which one is yellow? Time out.
This one, this one, this one, this one.
Oh
I think
man,
this
I'm like
That was
sweating now.
awful.
All right.
Bad.
Yeah.
Good luck,
It looks
birthday
like
boy.
eggs, by the way.
It does look like
It
eggs.
looks
That's
like
why I
eggs.
chose that
Oh,
one. I
I'm
was like,
gonna
that's
puke, man.
a good one.
All right. Oh.
Maybe.
Oh God! Oh my God!
God, he's like, yeah.
God, he's like, I told you.
It looked like there's a build-up period there.
Oh God!
You guys are gonna have to clean the carpet in that conference room when it's all over.
And, oh my God! Yo. At first, it was like a little sweet. I couldn't tell
Yes.
what it was. I was like,
Yes.
oh,
All right, Aaron.
oh, oh God! My day's ruined.
Yeah.
Didn't you have Stinky Socks or Tutti Frutti already, didn't you?
Oh,
You did.
no, no, we
Yeah.
had birthday
Oh,
cake. Yeah,
well.
birthday cake.
Well, you got Juicy Pear Boogers.
Uh, you got juicy pear last week, I think.
Yeah, I got barf.
You set me up.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
setting you up.
Okay.
Good
All
luck.
right.
Juicy pear.
I got lucky twice.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
Oh. Wow.
He's living right.
Yeah.
We must be
living right.
not living the
Smell
right
it.
Smell
way.
it? I smell like eggs. Like farted in my
Like
mouth.
eggs. Oh my gosh.
Is he still in the room or? Oh, I see him.
I got strawberries or dead fish.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is it.
Let's do it.
This is the moment.
Oh my
I'd be rooting for
God.
you,
I
but
feel
you're
bad
rooting
'cause-
against
You know,
me.
and
So
yesterday I was
These are
like,
the
dead
two.
fish and stink bug. I better not get either of those.
Oh.
and you're gonna get both.
Or
That's the one.
this one.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
Good luck. Oh, it's made my day.
Oh man!
What?
Holly's gone.
And Holly left the camera.
Oh.
Holy smokes!
Smoke.
Just let it out. Just let it
Like I'm
out.
gonna barf.
Oh my
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
For those of those people that are watching this and have never tried it, this is the real deal. These things are horrible.
Yeah.
I can still taste that stink bug. Like I will not be eating lunch today.
God.
Ugh.
I feel like
Well,
stuck in
Holly
my
can
teeth.
taste like a casserole of dead fish and stink bugs.
Yeah, that's the bad thing, Holly. It gets stuck in your teeth and you can't get rid of it. What'd you say?
It's a casserole.
Oh my god! I can't. That one, I think I chewed that one longer than the stink bug, and that's why it's worse.
Yeah, it gets stuck in my
That's
teeth
really
too.
bad.
Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
eat any fish, let alone dead. Sheesh.
All right, Gotti. Well, you're up, man.
All right, let me spin, and we have strawberry banana smoothie or a dead fish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, please.
Look at her.
Holly, for ever being so nice and everybody's friend, she's all about people getting the nasty ones.
Yeah. All right.
Good luck, man.
Yes.
That's the one.
He licks it.
Strawberry banana.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, she didn't get what she wanted.
we're good with that. Our guests can't just get hammered every time, or people are going to stop coming on the show.
Poor Holly.
Like it's like bad.
So, Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks?
Well, I had a tutti frutti, so I know what you're getting.
So did I last week.
No.
Your
Here it
luck's
is.
running out.
There you go.
Breakfast.
I needed 4 of those.
Is it dirty socks?
Yeah.
Is that about what you expected?
Sticky socks.
Mmm.
Hey, what happened to that thing? You need to spit it out.
Yeah, that's bad. That's like mold and funk.
Mold and funk.
Like athlete's foot or something.
You ate athlete's foot. Awesome.
Athlete's foot. No, I already did that one. That was stinky sock. Oh,
What?
pomegranate or old bandage.
Oh,
Yummy.
I really hope you
look how excited Holly gets for this.
Oh, it's one of these, right? Yeah.
Don got
Yeah.
this, but last week, but he got
Pomegranate.
pomegranate. He got lucky.
Gosh, this one I might spit out.
Good luck. Spit it that way.
Pomegranate.
Ah!
Spit it for me.
another
I trust you.
Redo.
Redo.
Did you have boogers before? It's a peach and boogers.
I don't think so.
Our juicy pear and our burger.
Now, what color is it?
Green.
About what you'd expect.
That one?
Yep, that one there. It's gonna be boogers.
It is gonna be
It's
I was like,
called.
yes.
I know, yes,
pear.
It's made from bits of
Okay.
real boogers,
Pear.
so you know it's good.
Yay.
Yeah, yay. Well, guys, once again, as I'm chewing this jelly bean, I'm trying to talk. Gotti, thank you very much for coming on. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for having a good time. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Is there anything else you want to say to anybody that might be watching this before we go?
Yeah. First off, thank you for having me, and I had lots of fun. Yeah. I just want to thank the community for showing this support first and foremost, and all of the project leads out there that are Oh, and there's one.
Yeah.
You know,
What's up, Brian?
and huge shout out to
What's up,
Flo.
guys?
Brian and the team have been very supportive of me. So I thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I
No
know
problem.
I speak for everybody when we say we're rooting you on. We wish you all the success, and if there's ever anything that we can do for you, let us know. But we'll be keeping track and hope to have you on again sometime. And maybe we'll get to
Absolutely.
meet in person sometime. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, maybe I
Yes.
could come to the studio one day.
Hey,
Yeah.
anytime it's open. It's been remodeled. There may be a few tweaks after we film this one that we need to do, but we can fit more people around this table. So we would love it. So once again, best of luck, man. And we're rooting for you. Anybody else have anything else to say before we sign off?
Me?
Holly.
Happy birthday to this guy.
Oh, yeah, happy
birthday.
birthday.
Birthday, Adam.
In person, get to celebrate him. We're gonna make sure it's a very, very fun day today. So
Awesome.
super excited.
Right,
And
Nate?
also the Glow team. This guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jared.
Yep.
Texting
Yeah.
around.
Very nice to
And
meet you guys.
She's actually
Brian?
out. We were hoping she was going to get back before this was over, but she's not back yet. But yes, it's been amazing time here in Utah.
Amazing.
Yeah, we're super excited for to show everybody what we're working on.
Yeah, absolutely. And Brian, I see you in the background over there, and I just want to say best of luck. And maybe someday I'll have a few questions for you.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
All right, guys. Well, everybody have a great weekend. Happy birthday again. Gotti, thank you again. And God bless.
Thank you. See ya.
Later.
Bye, everyone.